Okay, welcome to another kitchen countertop overview of Speedotron Brown Line lighting gear. What we're going to look at here are some of the different light units. We're going to start with the one that's right here in the front center. This is an M90. It's been around for a long time. It's a universal light for brown line. It has an 8.5-inch reflector that's fixed on. It's held on by these screws in here. You can unloosen those screws, take out the bulbs, and then this whole thing comes off. That leaves you with a bare tube head or something that you can utilize in a light box without this reflector, whatever. This reflector is removable with these 3 stainless steel screws. This light unit is not particularly heavy, nor is it big and bulky. It does take an umbrella right through here, goes through here. It works very well as a light to bounce off of a ceiling. It works very well with panels, and it's also a good background light. It has enough spread of the beam with this large reflector to cover a pretty wide area. And I really like it when it's used with a gel for coloring dark black paper backgrounds. It works great for that. The newer M90s have the quick connect black one touch on, one touch off connectors. Pretty handy, the M90. I'm going to set that aside. The next light we have is the premium light of the brown line. Now this is a M11. It has an interchangeable universal reflector. This is the universal mount here. Pretty simple. 2 screws hold on a series of plastic washers and a couple metal washers that prevent wear. The 2 lugs are aligned here, and then the reflector is turned counterclockwise and it locks on. There's a lot of bearing surface in here where you can see the wear, where the light is pulled tight, the reflector. So it's on there pretty darn solidly. This light doesn't have its modeling lamp in it. It uses a 150 watt quartz halogen bulb. Goes right here, pops in. This modeling light is pretty hot. You don't really want to look at it with bare eyes. It does have a kind of a white point right in the center of the beam. Comes from the way the light is manufactured. It makes it very easy to aim this light beam precisely and to know exactly where the center of the light beam is, even on long throws. You can add different reflectors. This is the 7-inch, which works with the smaller barn doors here, gels, reflectors, diffusers, excuse me. An 11.5-inch reflector, a little bigger one. Works with all the standard speed rings for Speedotron, which are cheap. It's a very simple light. This is exactly what the Black Line 103 light is built like. Same sheet metal, same handle, everything, modeling switch on and off. This is exactly what the old style Black Line 103 light unit is built like. No fan, convection cooling, works very well. Electronics are very simple, has an umbrella block, low position, high position, works very well. This is the M11. You can get it with a low-powered flash tube or the quartz version of the light, the M11Q, with a 2,400 watt second light tube. This is useful for the bigger power packs. It can take up to, any size brown line pack. Moving on, the other 2 brown line lights that are pretty common are the MW3 series. This is an MW3R. It has no umbrella mounting capacity, as you can see. It also has an incandescent bulb. This is mainly for use as a hair light. This is just a simple thread-based bulb. You can buy these at the lighting store. They're very inexpensive. The flash tube is a real simple user replaceable tube. Costs $24.95 for a new tube. The M90 uses this tube. The MW3 series also use this tube. So these tubes are very affordable. This light is small. As you can see, it's compact. It does not cost a lot of money. On eBay, these go for $30, $35. This one is a new one, as you can see by its black one-push connector. So I would put that in there, pop her on there. That'd make a great hair light. Here is the big brother to this. This one I got from eBay. It's got an F on it. I think this was some guy's fill light. Probably a wedding shooter. He's got a string on here. Very old school. The string has 4 knots on it. Anyway, you string this out to someone's chin. Boom. You know the right f-stop to use. You test it out. It's pretty simple. This has an umbrella mounting receptacle right here. It has a 100-watt quartz modeling lamp, so it's pretty bright. Very much identical to that. They're built on the same chassis. And so the MW3U with the umbrella mounting shaft and block hole, this is a more desirable light, costs a little bit more, and uses a little bit brighter modeling lamp, so it makes it more useful in an umbrella setting. It, however, is not equipped for a snoot. I don't use snoots very much, and I don't think much of them, but if you do want to use a snoot, you need to have the lower modeling watt, the 25-watt incandescent, which is nowhere near as hot as that hot quartz. That quartz, you know, quartz modeling lamps generate a lot of heat. These do not. This is a 25-watt. This is a nightlight bulb, basically. But for hair light, you know, it works well. And since it's often used at low watt seconds levels, like 25 or 45 watt seconds, this low-powered lamp does a very good job of giving you an accurate representation of what 25 to 50 watt seconds are going to look like. Especially when you're firing this more powerful 100-watt lamp at a much higher watt seconds. So there's kind of a method to the madness here. Well, those are the 4 basic Speedotron Brown Line lights. The M11, which is the high-price light. The M90, which is the universal light that can do a lot of things. And then these very compact MW3 series. These can be used with barn doors and some of the aftermarket accessories made by other companies. They're neat little lights and they go great in a travel bag.